Happy New Year to you. I hope you're as excited as I am for this fresh start. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm still shocked by how fast this past year flew by. 2021 felt like it lasted about a week. So fingers crossed 2022 doesn't feel the same. However, I wanna talk to you about something that's been on my mind these past couple of days. See, waiting until the new year to start chasing your goals is no longer a valid excuse because the new year is here. Today is January 3rd, so what are you waiting for? Whether your goal is to lose weight, start a new career, pay off all of your debts, get married, or maybe it's something a little less lofty like drinking more water. Whatever it is for you, do you ever wonder how you're going to achieve that goal? You're not alone. Many of us struggle to motivate ourselves every day to make changes happen and reach our goals. This is why New Year's resolutions have become such a popular thing to cling to. They give us hope and a reason to hype ourselves up, but very few actually achieve those things they said they want to do. But what if I told you that there's a foolproof way to improve your life, regardless of what your goals may be and how many things you want to achieve? It's called the 1% rule. Let's talk about it. Question for you. What's the biggest goal you want to achieve right now? And have you started making progress towards it? If not, why not? Comment below. Now, one of many goals that I'm determined to achieve this year is to grow this YouTube channel to 250,000 subscribers. A pretty lofty goal, but definitely achievable if you ask me. And rather than feeling overwhelmed by how large this target is, I know if I break it down into smaller bite-sized accomplishments, step by step, I'll start to gradually chip away at this goal. And that's exactly what the 1% rule helps you do. So what is this rule all about? The 1% rule helps to reduce the intimidation or feeling of limitations that large goals can make us feel. Now, traditionally, we're told to think big, to dream big, to shoot for the moon, and if we miss, well, there are billions of stars we might hit. You may have heard some version of this phrase before, and I wouldn't be surprised if I gave you that impression over the years throughout my content. And although I agree with this sentiment partly, I don't believe it's the best approach to goal success that we have available to us. What is, and yep, you guessed it, the 1% rule. See, by focusing on improving 1% per day, we're able to slip past the negative feelings, the insecurities, the intimidation, the worry of not being good enough or coming up short and failing to achieve our goals, and focus instead on our accomplishments, regardless of how small or big those wins are in the moment. But I get it. We're all different and we each have a unique set of emotions that impact how we set goals, chase goals, and strive to improve ourselves. So if I haven't sold you already on why you should follow the 1% rule, then here are 5 solid reasons the 1% rule can help you not only achieve your goals, but do so faster and make your big goals feel easy no matter what they are. Number 1, small improvements are believable, attainable, and sustainable. As I alluded to earlier, sometimes big changes and improvements and setting lofty goals can be intimidating and overwhelming. In my mind, 250,000 subscribers is a lot of people, and I could let that intimidate me. However, it's much easier to focus on just 1% per day. So how can I provide just 1% more value each time I create a new piece of content? Are my videos improving by at least 1% every time I post? Small improvements like this are believable, attainable, and sustainable. And over time, that 1% will compound, moving me closer to my goals and you closer to yours. Number 2, small improvements lead to big changes. Let's shift gears here for a second and talk about money. Now, in the financial world, there's a term called compounding interest. This is interest that is earned on top of interest already earned. This concept applies to not just the money saved in your bank account, but on returns earned on your investments too. It's a beautiful thing, trust me. However, compounding interest affects your entire life in multiple ways, not just financially. The principle of compounding interest suggests that the combination of your small achievements will lead you to the success you've been working for, i.e., small improvements lead to big changes. Even if it may not seem like much at the start, you'll soon realize just how much you've accomplished. Number 3, track your progress. The 1% rule makes it extremely easy to track your accomplishments and see just how much progress you're making each and every day. Because remember, we're not focusing so much on the overall goal, but instead on improving by just 1%. If we do that, then we can successfully mark that as forward progress. And seeing progress is by far the best encouragement. Number 4, progress is motivation. Take a moment and think about a past goal you've achieved. Now think about when along that journey towards achieving that goal you felt the most motivated. I guarantee 10 times out of 10, it was when you saw yourself making progress. As a matter of fact, studies have shown that nothing is consistently more motivating than progress. See, many people fall victim to intimidation whenever they set big goals or shoot for the moon. But remember, the key to success is progress, no matter how small. Just 1% is all it takes. Number 5, 1% keeps you honest. It's important to have dreams and ambitions. This is why I still believe in the idea of think big, dream big. But it's also important to put those aspirations into perspective. If we're not careful, we can inadvertently lose ourselves in the pursuit of those endeavors. We can become so addicted to the chase that we start to lose sight of who we are. So when I say the 1% keeps you honest, by that I mean your goals should drive you, not define you. So by all means, celebrate your wins as you accomplish them, but never be afraid to check yourself before you wreck yourself. I hope you found this conversation interesting and valuable. And if you did, comment below and let me know. Also, don't forget to share your goal. I'm curious to know what you're currently striving to achieve. Keep growing, keep learning, and always stay true to you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.